Okay, this video is going to be a continuation of a video I made earlier. So I advise you go watch the video. I'll be keeping or dropping the link. However, should be said I don't know. Drop the link above so you watch that video before you watch this one. And basically, what I want to discuss in the video is about freshers, that's new students of the Nigerian Air Force Institute of Technology, Kaduna, Nigeria. So already I'm a student of the school. I'm a mathematics student of the Nigerian Air Force Institute of Technology, and so I do find it. I find it necessary to make sure the freshers, that is a newly admitted student, know some of the things I wasn't that opportune to know while I was still a fresher, and understand what I mean, because it will help you a lot in your school journey. So without further blah blah blah, I'm going to start straight. In the recent video, I listed like 4 things you shouldn't do as a new student, or you should be aware of as a new student. So in this video, I'll just continue from where I stopped. I think I have to show you the camera or show around. Okay, now let's take a look around before I continue the video. What's up, bro? I think I want to show the camera around. Yeah, okay, right? So let's take a look around. Start it. So let's start. So now the next thing, or the first thing for the purpose of this video, that we need you to know as a newly admitted AFI student is never neglect your health, because you know AFI is actually a busy, like their schedule is too tight, and you will actually be forced to do everything just like academic, like everything will just be academics, so you give little to no consideration to your health, understand? And that is actually a very big mistake to do. Let me just try to like give an example. Like for me, I am having classes from 8 to 6, right? So now, if I the only free time I do have is 6, not even 6, before, because if I walk from my classroom back to hostel, it's already like maybe 6:30. So the only free time I have is from 6:30 to probably 6 the next day. So now, this period I could use it to like say, okay, let me um wash my clothes and cook food and do every other thing. Then I will just, you know what I mean. The time will just be limited to take care of yourself, just as you should be. But even at that, don't do that mistake. Even if it's 1 hour, just commit it. Commit that 1 hour. Be committed so that you use that 1 hour every day or daily to be able to take care of yourself. Eat well, dress well, exercise, just all these things that improves or add value to your health. Yes, that's my first point for this video. As a new student, you must take note of that. Now, the next one is, yeah, sleeping enough, having enough sleep. Of course, is part of taking care of yourself, because you may decide to read all night because of you having all these kind of things. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So just take sleeping as not too important, but reading for test or exam as much more important, therefore leading to your health deteriorating. And it's very, very dangerous. Remember, they say health is a form of wealth, so you have to take care of your health. over every other thing. That doesn't mean you also shouldn't take your academics seriously. You should just find a way to balance the both of them. Yes. Then the next one is it's still the same under health though. Skipping meals or eating poorly. Yeah, I've also talked about that one. Okay, so just know about it. Avoiding exercise. I've also talked about it. Then not seeking help. Like in times where you need help, you know when you will need help. Yeah, helps like maybe um, you are depressed, the time of anxiety or all these kind of things. You know, sha, when you need help, you know you need help. So keeping quiet and not seeking help is very, very bad because there are things that could have been solved. Like there are things you could be dying of that could have been solved if you just open your mouth and speak it out to a responsible person. Understand? Just tell them your like not don't tell any random person. Understand? Because not everybody are ready to really save you from your problem. They are ready to some are ready to mock you and just take it like something normal. But when you meet responsible people and you tell them your problem or your need, even if they can't solve it, they either refer you to someone who they know can help you with that problem, with the solution of that problem, or they will at least try their best to help you out of that problem. So that's my that's my number four. But I don't know the point. That is one of my points also. And so now, overworking yourself without break. You know, all these points are very much related. Okay. Now, overworking yourself without break could lead to breakdown. You understand? Because after having lectures the whole day and the little time you have to rest, you need to read maybe against tomorrow or for just something. You may need to use it to do something. Then you will not just create time for yourself to rest or just have a good break, good shower, good just go to somewhere and relax. Maybe look for a canteen, just stay there and enjoy yourself. You know, you have to enjoy yourself, take care of yourself. Yeah, that's one of my points also. And now let's talk about the safety part. As a new student, you may come with the mentality of um the way you know your environment to be from wherever you are coming from. Maybe your environment is safe in terms of theft, kidnapping, maybe raping, or just all these kind of bad things, right? Your environment where you are coming from is not known for such things. Now you are coming into AFIT, a new environment. You have to be very careful. And there is some things you have to, some safety measures you have to take. Number one is avoid walking alone at night. When you come into AFIT, maybe I don't know how it's going to be. It's going to be risky. If not, I wanted to say you would have just meet someone that would just like take you around the school to know places that you know for you need that knowledge for emergency sake just for the moment that you are admitted because there are places you don't pass in the night. Okay, it's not that I'm not saying um, kidnapping or theft issues or all these things happens frequently in Africa, but you just have to take those measures. You should not walk alone in the night. You will get to know, I think BK Road, but we have some shortcuts around the school. So there are some of those places you dare not pass in the night because they may probably seize your phone or even wound you, especially when you try to drag with them in the process of them demanding your phone. So that's one. Don't walk alone at night. So the next one is I have to pen my points down so that I don't forget. I don't forget what I'm saying while the video is going on. So the next one is getting involved in illegal activities. Now, you are not the one that is at the receiving end now. They are not the one stealing from you or doing you all these negative or bad things. Now you now decide to involve yourself in the person that will be doing it to others. It's very bad because the school authority frowns at that very well. So the moment after it catch you, maybe bully someone and collect their phone and you are caught, no excuse, no amount of bribe or whatever can save you so that you stay back in Africa. They will just expel you immediately, like with immediate effect. Nobody can beg for you. That one is just one thing I like Afit because I like Afit because of that. So now the next one is not reporting harassment or theft. Like someone now, maybe you feel unsafe because of some activities going around, like going on around you. Maybe you feel like something fishy is happening, just something like you just sense danger or harassment anywhere and you've just kept quiet. It's very dangerous because the moment you report that things, the school will try as much as possible to keep your identity hidden, but they will deal with that issue and make sure it is solved. You understand what I mean? Yeah, that is one of my points also. Now, the next one is keeping important items and documents carelessly. Of course, even after avoiding the areas where you know theft is very high there, you could still miss or lose some of your things, lost some of your things due to carelessness. Like for instance, when you come into Afit now, you will get to know of TDB. That is call it that is my own special name I gave to it. That I learned that they do call it that before I even got admission into the school. But that is what I first started with. TDB means till daybreak. So when you are having like series of schemes you need to cover, you have to like keep sleepless nights so that you'll be able to read and cover those courses. So now when you go for TDB, you are going to stay in a class till the next day. That means you'll be reading over the night. So imagine you are that careless. You know, during reading at night is risky because you can sleep off and anything can happen while you are asleep. So why going ensure this measure, keeping your important items safe. Keep it very safe. Maybe keep it, just have a pocket, something that is very very hard to access in case you sleep off and someone wants to try to access it. You understand what I mean? So that's number one. And secondly, maybe you go with bag or something to put like your PC, and if you want to sleep, make it be like your pillow and sleep on it. Not that you break it. I'm sure you have sense. You should understand what I'm saying and the picture I'm trying to paint here. So now, and you should also make sure you are not the type of person that do deep sleeping. Because if you do deep sleeping, you have to take extra measures. Not that those things, those theft and everything happen rampant here, but you just have to take those measures into consideration. Yes, that's that. And also we have okay, I have not talked about your documents, your papers, your school documents, your receipts, your birth certificates, a statement of risk, all those things that have to do with your academics. If you mistakenly lost one, it will cost you a lot to recover it, like through the official way to go and request for new one. It costs you a lot. So why not just preserve the one you have? Take all measures necessary and possible to preserve all your documents. Okay, that's my one of my points also. Now the next one is okay, it's also the same thing, sha, kind of related. Deliberate, sorry, English. Deliberately ignoring school rules and regulations. Yes. Now, you know that AFI says, okay, this is, AFI is a military school, so there may be a rule like this particular place is limited to only authorized authorities. No student should cross. And you feel like, okay, after all, or maybe your secondary school is not that disciplined, so you feel like, last that they will just maybe punish me and let me go. But yeah, you just don't take that rule serious. You just pass anyhow, enter places anyhow, do a lot of things that breaks their rules and regulations. It's very bad because you never can tell the one you do that will get you into trouble. Just only reading a document and they find out you have read that document could cost you a lot. Like in fact, just even being in a place that is not allowed for students to be can also cost you a lot. Just there are lots of things that could lead
Fine
you into
boy.
problems by
I do.
ignoring their rules and regulations. So just take note of that. That's the one of my points also. Now let's go to the financial aspect where you have to like your resources. You are coming into the university, though your parents know that yeah you are going to stay alone for the meantime, so they have packaged lots of things for you that will survive you for the meantime. But even at that, the sun have increased though. Can I still stay here soon? Okay, let me just adjust this thing small. It's not too okay, but it's manageable. So now, what was I even saying? Your parents know that you are going to stay alone, so they have provided a lot of financial resource for you and food resources and all of that. So now you are coming into it. You have to be able to manage your finance very well. And here are things you should do to manage it perfectly. One, avoid reckless spending. Reckless spending. Don't even do it like you have to have a very detailed plan. Though me, I was a victim of this because when I came, though I didn't come with a lot of resources, like enough resources, but the little I had could sustain me for a longer period of time. But I spent it within a period of time less than how it could have led me. Understand? Because of I didn't plan. I had no plan. My admission came urgently and everything just sharp, 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 sharp. Understand? So you have to have a plan. Like just even if it's not by force, it should be detailed. Just have a clue of what and what and what and what your spending habit. Just have a clue and your a like just have it in your head how you should spend your at least you know you have full stop. So for the first 2 weeks you resume, you may decide not to buy all this kind of too expensive outside foods or snacks. So you just be cooking and eating and enjoying yourself. You understand what I mean? Yeah, that's that about that reckless spending. Make good plans. Okay. So now the next one is not budgeting. I've talked about that. So you have to budget how you to spend your things. Don't go and be buying maybe you you have came with a lot of clothes, but because of some reasons I don't know, maybe because of peer group influence or something, peer pressure or something, you decide to go and buy a clothes that costs a lot just because of to impress or to do anything of such, and it's not in your budget. It's very wrong. So take note of that. Now, falling for online scams and fake investments, that is very, 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 very dangerous. You know, uh, I will take my time here. If the video is too slow or it's because the video is going to be long, I've seen some indications. So if the video is, if you need to forward the video, you can forward it or increase the speed by, you understand, just double tap and then hold. You will see the speed will increase. So now, um, falling for online scams and fake investments. I have once been a victim. I saw, and because I'm a kind of person that go online and search for lots of opportunities. You understand? And I also advise it because there are opportunities that are hidden, like they are just online there and waiting for who to come and look for them. So searching for online opportunities is a very good thing. So in my journey of searching for online opportunities, I came along an opportunity whereby I had to apply for a scholarship and submit my every and then they will they will send me a letter if I'm qualified. So I applied, then I reached some point they told me that I have to pay the registration fee or something of some amount of money. So I delayed before paying because I didn't have the money. But because of the way the scholarship looked like it's legit and authentic and original and real, I looked for the money and paid. Then all of a sudden, the website through which I applied, whenever I try to enter the website, they will tell me domain something not connected, that the website might have moved to another domain or has been permanently deleted, something like other kind of thing. So I was so frustrated. That's what led me to pen this point down. Don't fall for online scam. Whenever you do something online, research opportunity online, have the ability to differentiate between fake and real. In fact, a good way to do that is go and look for their reputation. You can do that on YouTube. Search on YouTube. Make sure there are lots of reputable people talking about it in a good way. You know, they can also copy a very good um, reputable body and replicate it to use it to scam people. So be able to know if this is coming from the original source or from a scammer. You understand? So just be able to do that. Or you can meet a lecturer in the school. It's not advice. I don't go and be disturbing lecturers. You can meet a lecturer or a senior student who you know this person can understand what he's doing to help you tell if this thing is real or fake. You understand? Meet plenty people. That's number. That's one of my points also. And now the next one is gambling and betting. Though uh, betting and gambling very dangerous because in a twinkling of an eye you could lose all your whole school fees or all your whole uh, money given to you that's supposed to lead you throughout the semester just because of betting and gambling. And at the same time, in the twinkling of an eye, you can also earn a lot of money. So just to avoid that risk, So don't do it except if you are ready to face the risk that comes alongside it. That's it also. Now, um, okay, I think the video is getting too long. I may pause it here and then continue in my next video. Mm, let me look for one interesting point and talk about this first. Okay, now, studying without a plan or schedule, is it schedule or schedule? I don't know. Or studying without a plan. Okay, now you are coming into the school newly as a new student. Probably you don't have a plan, you don't know what you are even going there to face, you don't have a picture of how the school system or everything works. But the moment you enter, over time, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you must have gotten some clue of how the school is. So just make a plan, an academic plan of you know how you will study and everything, like allocate time for extracurricular activities, allocate time for studies, allocate time for maybe religious activities and all of that. Just plan your life because planning helps a lot. You will achieve a lot of goals if you pen them down and maybe try to check them every day. Mark the ones you have achieved and still work towards the ones that you have not yet achieved. So you will see that your semester will be going smoothly for you. So that's that I have to say in this video. In my next video, I will continue. So, but for now, bye.